Hello and welcome. A new video. What I wanted to do today is talk about why teachers now in 2021, in the middle of a pandemic, should possibly consider starting their own YouTube channel. Now, for those that aren't aware, I started my channel back in 2012. I hadn't really committed to YouTube for a long time, and it was only 2 or 3 years ago when I started to create more and more content. And last year was the year I decided, right, I'm gonna try and produce content on a more regular basis, and hopefully it will help potential English language teachers, those that are trying to do a CELTA or an equivalent, or current CELTA teachers, those that have qualified off after a CELTA. And I think, hopefully videos that I can make can benefit those that do have some experience as well. So today I want to talk about why teachers now in 2021 should consider making their own YouTube channel, and what the benefits are of recording yourself and sharing content with other English teachers wherever you're based. The biggest benefit of creating content for other English language teachers is that you're able to connect and share tips and advice. And I've met many teachers remotely, other educators, through YouTube. The benefit of YouTube, rather than maybe doing a traditional blog post and writing something, is that it's more accessible and that it helps potential viewers to relate to what you're doing as well. The second benefit of creating your YouTube channel is to actually have an additional source of income. With regards to income can be split two ways when it comes down to YouTube. It could be the ad revenue that you're earning from the videos. So the videos that you may be watching now have adverts either at the beginning of the video, in the middle, or at the end. This ad revenue helps support my channel. There's another indirect source of income that you can also acquire when you have your own YouTube channel. This source of income could come through in the form of being invited for teacher training sessions, being invited for participation for certain events, and some organisers will either waive their fee for the particular conference so you don't have to pay anything up front, or there could be some remuneration in regards to actually contributing to a conference or a sort of event that way. And that's the second benefit. When it comes to deciding on creating your own channel, you need to decide on the sort of market or the niche that you want to specialize in. And for me, a lot of viewers and a lot of people that ended up watching my content, they decided that the content that I was producing was suitable for them, and I decided on the CELTA course. So a lot of videos that I produced last year was related to the CELTA course, and I'm slowly moving towards the practicalities, and I'm hoping to switch into something which will benefit other viewers and other subscribers, all related to English language teaching, the marketing and the business aspects of freelance and that sort of thing. So if you've got any comments or any ideas on what sort of things I could focus on within my niche, let me know in the comments, and that would be greatly appreciated. When you're deciding on your YouTube, you need to try and work out what sort of niche, what sort of market you want to specialize in. And if you have a look on YouTube and you search for English language teacher or something like that, it's a highly saturated market, or a highly saturated there's a lot of competition involved with regards to English language teachers, or those that are trying to share the English language for potential students online. And the biggest advice that I would recommend for anyone who's considering, or any teachers that are considering, is try to focus on a niche. Try and focus on an area which is not highly competitive, but something that you thoroughly enjoy and something that makes you really keen to share with other viewers and subscribers. So that's one bit of advice. Now, the second step for creating your YouTube channel is to create a channel name. It can be either your first name plus the niche that you're specialized in, or it could be the actual niche itself. So off the top of my head, you could be deciding on a channel of, I don't know, cakes by teachers or something like that, or teachers bakes cakes or something like that. So a sort of a teacher or an English teacher that decides to do baking or something like that. It's just off the top of my head, just random, but it needs to represent the niche that you're focused in. So for me, I decided on this channel name because I had my website and I wanted that branding to connect with my website, as well as my Twitter, my Instagram, and various other forms of branding. And so if anybody knows my website and they come across a video, the branding's the same. So if you do have a website, then consider creating your channel based on the name of your website, and it will make that crossover or that transferal quite easy for readers of your blog or your website. Now, the final step that I would recommend is that YouTube itself is a great platform to share information. So if you don't know how to do something, people usually type in how to plus whatever they're looking for. When you're creating content, then you need to consider what sort of content, what sort of questions your niche might be asking. And so last year I produced a lot of content on how to fail the CELTA, or how to pass the first interview, or how to pass the written assignment. And these sort of things are very popular, and they proved quite popular when I looked at my data. So try and think about your niche, try and think about what you want to achieve and what sort of questions that your potential market may have. Now, the final thing that I should mention is, at the beginning I mentioned I have my channel since 2012. Now, it's very, very rare for a channel to explode and become very, very popular in a very short time. So what you need to do is you need to decide if you're going to go through and share your own life, and you share your own ideas and about your particular niche. It's going to take a long time to gain any sort of traction. It will take a year or two of producing content on a regular, consistent basis to achieve any sort of success, unless you're very, very lucky and a video just blows up, it's picked up by YouTube and shared by their algorithm and everybody seems to enjoy it. That's not really been the case for me. I've got a video which is I think around 50,000 views already, but other than that, no other video has really blown up to the extent of millions of views and that sort of thing. So you're going to be focused on this, and I would recommend one video a week, 52 weeks a year, and after a year you'll start to see some progress, and then you have to share that video online through your blog, through Facebook groups, through Twitter, getting people to watch it and that sort of thing. So it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's going to take a long time, and I would recommend that you do it because of that desire, that intrinsic desire that you have to share what you want to share for viewers that want to connect with your videos. Now, so that's my advice for any teachers who are considering creating their own channel for whatever purpose it is, whether it's for your students, for other teachers or whoever. And maybe in a future video, if you do want another video about how to set up or how best to be prepared for filming, then let me know in the comments. It would be great to know whether you would prefer another video about the equipment that you need to record, so this thing here in front of me. Then let me know in the comments whether you would prefer another video about the equipment that you need and things to consider when producing your own videos. Anyway, have a lovely weekend. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Take it easy, stay safe, and happy teaching. Bye bye.